You think your sob story gives you a free pass? The neighbor hissed, holding a box cutter like it was justice. We all have problems, lady. Stop milking his death. Sarah froze. Her heart thudded louder than the morning silence that had wrapped the cul-de-sac just moments ago. 4 tires. Her husband's truck, now riding low, vanes slashed, the word move carved savagely into the rubber. That truck was all she had left of Daniel, the man who died protecting strangers in a land far away, the man whose folded flag still sat on their mantle. The attack wasn't random. It was a message, a bitter exclamation from Mr. Jenkins next door, the man who hadn't smiled once since she moved in, the man who muttered every time someone left flowers on her porch. Whispers of charity case, attention seeker, professional widow floated from his yard like poison. Sarah called the police. They nodded, took photos, and filled out a report with apologetic eyes. But no cameras, no witnesses. Unless he confesses or someone comes forward, there's not much we can do. She stood in her driveway as they drove off, alone again. But the story didn't end there. By noon, the street trembled with the rumble of engines. One by one, military jeeps, bikes, and a matte green tank rolled onto her block. The American flag flapped against the wind, bold against the grey sky. Neighbors emerged, jaws slack, phones raised. From the lead jeep stepped Captain Ramirez, her late husband's commanding officer, flanked by soldiers. "Mrs. Parker," he said, placing his hand on his chest, "we heard what happened. And we don't leave our own behind." In less than 10 minutes, they transformed her driveway into a command post. 2 soldiers jacked up the truck, replacing the slashed tires with brand-new heavy-duty ones. Another team installed a full security system, motion lights, 4K cameras, front and back. Someone repainted the scratches. Someone else fixed the side mirror Jenkins had knocked off weeks earlier with his trash can, by accident. Mr. Jenkins stood frozen across the lawn, gripping his rake like it might save him. His face turned from smug to stiff, to red to pale. Captain Ramirez walked straight over, boots clicking with intent. "You disrespected a widow and a fallen soldier," he said without raising his voice. "That dishonors all of us." The old man mumbled something about property lines, but no one was listening. Later that evening, when the convoy had gone and silence returned, something else happened. Something Sarah didn't expect. The Thompsons from 2 doors down brought over dinner. "We should have said something sooner," they said, eyes lowered. The Patel kids came with drawings of her husband in a cape, saluting. "He's our hero," they told her son. The Joneses, who never spoke more than a polite wave, asked if she wanted to join their Sunday barbecue. One by one, the neighborhood came alive. Not out of pity, but out of shame, and something else. Admiration. Sarah stood on her porch, choking back tears, watching strangers become neighbors. "I thought I was forgotten," she finally said. "But today I remembered Daniel didn't die alone. He left behind a family bigger than I ever imagined." Applause broke out, not loud, but real, and Mr. Jenkins. His house went on the market 2 weeks later. No one ever really spoke to him again. From that day forward, Sarah's home stood not as a memorial, but as a living tribute to service, to loyalty, to quiet strength. The slashed tires had tried to say she didn't belong. What rolled in proved she always had. Before we end this story, let us know in the comment where are you watching from. If this story touched you, subscribe to the channel and hit that like button and drop a karma in the comments below.